Hi, Shah here again. Well, haven't been here for a while, but and look, wearing red for a change, so yeah, that's something different too. But yeah, reporting from Wellington, New Zealand, and today is the 11th of March, 2021. Um, it'll sound very obvious when I say it, but this is something I picked up a few years ago when I was in my early 30s, and I dated a girl of about the same age, and I just found her to be very mature because she really believed in love at first sight, 100% completely love at first sight. Of course, I've all heard stories about that, and they abound hugely in Hollywood and, of course, Bollywood too. But I mean, I really wonder if there's any true, absolutely 100% legitimate stories of love at first sight. There's definitely lust at first sight, and I've heard that before, but love at first sight, I'm not so sure. I know some people might say that retrospectively after they've met and after they've developed a relationship with someone, and they'll say, "Oh, it was love at first sight." I understand that, but sometimes I wonder if there really is such a thing as love at first sight. But coming back to the point, I remember in my early 30s a few years ago, dating a girl of about the same age, and she just seemed so immature because she really believed in love at first sight, and she didn't quite see that with me, so she basically called it off completely, even though called off the potential relationship or whatever we had completely, even though we had so much in common and we had so many compatibilities between us, some huge compatibilities, and that's why I wanted to move forward with the relationship. But she was like, no, 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 I just don't feel it. Sometimes I wonder if that was just code for sorry, you don't look physically attractive to me. Sometimes I wonder, or I'm not physically attracted to you. Sometimes I wonder if it's just code for saying that. But anyway, she moved on, and I remember the year following, when I was still in my early 30s, and my one of my neighbors was an 18-year-old guy, and through him I met some of his friends who were also 17, 18 years old, around that age, and I remember meeting another girl at the time, and she was 18, and she was just very, very mature. One, she looked more mature than 18, but she was actually mentally much, much more mature than that, mature beyond her years. There was actually two girls who I met. One was 18 and one was even 17, and both seemed very, very mature. And it'll sound obvious when I say it, but then it just hit me. Some people are honestly more mature at 18 than others are at 30. And it might sound very obvious when I say it, but it just really hit me. And you think of all the things that happen between those ages. I mean, yeah, 18 to 30. After 18, you move out of home, you go to university or polytechnic, you start a job, you have a few jobs, you have an OE, you have a lot of relationships, some people get married, start having kids, all those sorts of things, and happen in between those ages. But still, some people are more mature at 18 than others are at 30. Um, we think it's bad when we discriminate against someone of another race or skin color or religion, and rightly so, that is bad. But I've always wondered, when we discriminate against people of a younger age, it's like, oh, he's just 18 or he's just 17 or he's just a kid or she's just a kid. We don't really see that as very bad. I'm not saying that you go for underage people too much or you pursue people much much younger than you. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that ageism, it doesn't seem to be seen as a wrong thing some of the time, which I think it really should be, because really we should be judging people on what's up here as simply opposed to how long they've been on this planet. But yeah, but it just really goes to show, coming back to the point, some people are more mature at just 18 than others are at 30. Thank you.